Hello everyone, I'm Duncan, this is Momo.
Hello, everybody. This week we are doing Emperor Soul. We are closing to an end. What is left after this, man?
Well, to me, my plan is to do, for example, this episode will not only be Emperor's Soul, it will be kind of like Cell. We will finish everything that is in Cell.
Yes.
Cell World. The next, we will go from the Ars Arcanum, the next world. If there is some novella, we will include novella as well, but generally we can speak a little bit about world as well.
But what about White Sand?
Well, we will get to that when we get to that world.
Yeah, but there are not many, books that we didn't read from Cosmere now. That we didn't actually do.
There are no books at all left, it's just small novellas.
Yes. So, we are coming to close in that department, man. And I'm excited because of that, because after that we can do some more fun episodes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But anyway, I enjoy this as a standalone book. I didn't enjoy it as a part of Cosmere because it didn't feel like part of Cosmere to me. Uh, Biggest problem that I have, I mean, this is in same world as Elantris, and like I always try to find timeline. Like I read Elantris, okay, when is this happening? And I swear to you, if somebody said to me this is happening 1000 years before Elantris, I would say okay. And if somebody come and said to me this is happening 1000 years after Elantris, I would say okay. Because there is absolutely no indication of, to me, of any continuity. And I don't think I'm alone in that. I think there is word of Brandon that this happens shortly after Elantris. But I simply didn't feel any connection, not only to Cosmere, but to Elantris. Except mentioning of, for example, Jindo people. That was the only connection, basically, that I had. And a little bit mentioning, what's the name, spiritual realm, cognitive realm, and physical realm.
Yeah, so this is where, for example, but I found that actually fascinating. That's why we might have a little bit different take here. First of all, the if you look at the map, this is part of that Rose Empire, and that's north of Even Toad. So it's on different part of the map, and so these people they don't really have much. Like they are not connected. There is a bridge. There are mountains between them. So that's
But isn't Elantris like this mythical city on this world? That it's not even like mentioned or referenced or whatever. I mean, this is it's strange because I truly enjoyed the book as standalone, but like I said, as a part of Cosmere, it felt disjointed to me. And I also remember, if I sorry that I'm interrupting you, when first time this Imperial Fool was mentioned, I was like, this is Hoyd. But there was no indication that this is Hoyd at all. You know how I found that this was Hoyd?
how.
Because it was word of Brandon. He
Oh,
confirmed. A lot of people probably moment when they read Imperial Fool, it smelled to me of Hoyd. But there wasn't single hint other than, Imperial Fool. And, he was here to steal this scepter. And there was no hint also why he would wanna steal the scepter, but Brandon revealed it, in one of his interviews, that this scepter is way for him to translate Salish language so he can, I don't know, understand more about their history and potentially steal magics. But I would prefer if he sprinkled these hints inside the actual book rather than revealing it in Word of Brandon. I mean, I appreciate, don't get me wrong, I appreciate Word of Brandon, but this was easy, I think, to sprinkle. Like, you needed 3 sentences, literally. One, I don't know, sentence I don't know, maybe main character describing how he looked, and one sentence about what this captor actually is, and problem solved. You don't need word of Brandon.
I mean, of course, there are issues. This world generally is not very explored, compared to the others. But what was fascinating to me in Emperor's Soul, and just in general in this cell, in this cell system, is that it's different from the others because it's like it's confirmed, and I believe it's in Ars Arcanums where it's a little bit explained because they split and they are in cognitive realm. It's impacted geographically, and so you see how magic is different. For example, in Fjorden, how magic is different in Elantris, how magic is different here as well. It's completely different, and it's kind of crazy how he. I think I read somewhere that he was traveling Eastern Asia somewhere.
To Taiwan, I think he was
Yeah.
in Taiwanese museum where he got inspiration for this book.
I don't know. I don't wanna sound ignorant or something, but somewhere in East Asia, and all it took him was just being there and kind of soaking in the culture. And
Yeah, he
came
saw
up.
those seals
Yeah,
on their art. Yeah, like I can with certainty say that there is nobody in the world that do magic systems better than him. There are, like different magic systems. There are your preference, whatever. I sometimes like, softer magic systems. Sometimes I like, harder magic systems. But there are no authors who made this many good magic systems as he did. Like this dude already has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 at least magic systems that
yeah.
on top of my head. Probably there are more.
Just on this planet, the magic is so different for three,
Yeah,
and he wrote
yeah.
so little in it. Like those guys with those schools and demons and their teleportations and stuff. Then you have those Aundur system, which is not fully explored. Like we only see little snippets of it. And now in this Emperor Soul, something completely different.
Yeah. I mean, I count this as one magic system, but there are actually, at least 4 distinctive so far. There is what is used Elantris, those signs. There is this forging. There is this blood. What was called blood?
Maybe Bloodseeker.
It's not Bloodseeker. That's Dotta.
Yeah, but it's
Or
similar
maybe
to
it
that.
was actually. I'm not sure. And there is whatever Fjordan was doing with their bones and stuff. And
Yeah.
there are probably more. Nobody definitely does it better than him.
And that's
But
why I was thinking, like, I might be wrong here, obviously, but I feel that this planet and the way it's set up right now, it doesn't suit Dominion. Because I don't know if you figure out in here the magic geographically it's stronger, where like it's like for example Fjorden coming to other side, their powers will be weaker if they are further away from the center geographically of their power.
yes.
Same if, for example, those guys from Elantris, if they would move, teleport, for example, to Teod, their power would be weaker.
Yes.
But that give the defender the advantage. So, for example, if Fjorden would come somewhere
Yeah.
to attack someone, so if you try to be some kind of imperial power in this planet, it's not easy.
But yes, but I don't think that this was way how this magic system was originally. We know already that this what happened after Odium killed Devotion and Dominion. Their power kind of mixed and become one. So nobody is using Dominion's power or Devotion power. This is simply now like pool of one power, and I don't understand how it geographically matter because that power is in one place still. I don't understand why geography plays the role, but I know that this power is not anymore dominion and devotion is coalesced into one power.
Yeah,
And
well,
I think it's even called Aon Dor or Dor. I'm not sure. I think it's called Dor.
that's the power that is prevalent in Elantris, I believe, around that area.
I think yes, that is Aon Dor, but I think Dor is name of like that pool of power that all power come from.
It could be. I really am not like expert on it, but I can feel. I don't know if this is confirmed. Maybe like it pulled together, but then in cognitive realm, it's because it's there now. It kinda because it's huge. I can't imagine it being small. That must be huge. Maybe contained all over the map. And maybe some parts have a little bit more dominion concentrated in it. Maybe some parts have different, and that's why it manifests itself differently from place to
We don't
place.
know, but again, this book truly for me re-establish the fact that I want one more, at least, Elantris book. But it's also strange because we got so far, for example, one Warbreaker book. And I wanna have another book simply because I wanna see more of the world. But somehow, man, in that one book, he realized he fleshed out more of the world in one book of Warbreaker than he did in one book and these few novellas of Elantris. Much more, actually, in my opinion. I got the feeling that I understood after reading one book of Warbreaker that I understood that world more than I understand world of Cell after reading Elantris and Emperor's Soul and Hope of Elantris. I don't know if you get the same feeling.
Yeah, I get the same feeling, but for example, maybe that's why I would rather have another book in Elantris than, on what's the name of that world? I always forget.
Naltis, I think.
Yeah, Naltis, I believe.
Yeah,
Like, I would
definitely.
rather
That's what
have.
I'm saying. Even
Yeah,
though I enjoy Warbreaker immensely, but simply, I became as this. But what I said at the beginning is very strange because I never had that feeling where I say, "Oh, this is book that I enjoy immensely," but I don't enjoy it on Cosmere level because for me now, after reading this many Cosmere books, I just want to learn more about Cosmere with each book. So it bothers me. I don't know if this makes it bothers me that I didn't learn much about Cosmere in this novella.
yeah. Well, I mean, I can understand that point. We just gotta go back to this world again.
Yeah. And can I ask you something?
Shoot.
This forging, it was like so reminiscent of soul casting.
To me, it was creepy, man. I have to say. Like, it was creepy because imagine somebody forged, for example, your soul. It's and then you don't know. It can be such a close copy
Yeah.
that you don't know if you are real or if it's just a copy. That's
Yeah,
creepy.
but like to be fair, it's extremely hard to do,
Yeah.
and I don't think anybody what I like about forging, it's not that oh, you are powerful, I can forge you. No, you need to know everything about somebody. That's the first thing. And second thing, who would wanna forge me, man? I'm nobody. Like, why waste time? But I like that part, man, about forging yourself. That's the thing, man. That's the best part to me. You have like modes. Literally, you have fighting mode, you have scholar mode, you have, I don't know, survivalist mode. You can prepare for everything, absolutely. But
Yeah.
it really did remind me, especially with this inanimate objects, it reminded me of soul casting. And then I read, I think Brandon was writing at the end of the book, that he tried, that even to him it felt similar to soul casting, and that he tried to make it different. But it still felt to me really, really similar.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think he should confine himself to too many rules. Like if it feels same, but if it
Man, it's
fits,
Brandon. That's what he do in Magic System.
yeah.
Anything else you wanna add?
Oh, I just I wanted to speak a little bit about worlds. I really enjoyed the novella itself. I love the characters. I hope we can see Shai more.
Yeah, I characters I really enjoyed. Shai and that, my God, I forgot his name already.
Gautona?
Yeah. The only thing that was bothering me that it's female sounding name. I don't know, man. I always when names ending with A, I always picture female name. I know it's funny because your name ending
Oh, right.
in A too.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I truly enjoyed like characters, and I wanna learn more about Shai's past because there is more there. He sprinkled some past tragic or traumatic events,
Yeah.
but hopefully we will get some glimpses more.
I hope so too, man.
What else? Generally, this is also, man. I'm as art, averse to art of this kind. That was like in a book, like drawing, sculpting, and I still enjoyed it. And how I feel about those types of art. I don't appreciate them at all, and I still enjoy the books. So that is testament of job well done, I think.
I gotta admit that I really love art. I appreciate it. And
Yeah, some art, but not not painting and not sculpting.
I went actually to a gallery to just I was 3 hours watching pictures.
When?
When I was in Zaragoza.
Oh my God.
There was very
I swear to you, I think I would kill myself if I had to do that.
it was so enjoyable to me because but obviously it depends from museum to museum, but some of them present art in a almost like it tells you a story. But anyways, it's not only about that. Like I love to see good art, and I'm always jealous of people who have that ability to draw. Because I can't do it. I can't do
anything. What is the main reason why I don't appreciate painting or sculpting? Because I don't know, why is Mona Lisa, for example, better than somebody drawing some portrait that look even better?
Well, it doesn't have to be for you, man. It's subjective.
Yeah, and but other arts are not like, they are kind of subjective, but you can objectively read a book. And even if you don't like what the book is about, for example, you are not fan of fantasy, but you read a book, and if you know about writing anything, you can understand, oh, this is great book. But painting is not like that. There are no rules. Value is, to me, very weird.
Yeah, but I would never look at value. It's just,
It reminds me of that episode of Sunny in Philadelphia. when
With Charlie.
when they are tackling that same issues. And that is, I swear, how I feel about art. This kind of art, basically.
I don't know.
I need to rewatch Sunny in Philadelphia again.
Yeah, that episode. That's the art.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it for me. You have anything else to add?
Oh, I'm good.
I still don't know what we will do next week, but we will do something. So see you guys. I hope you enjoy it and bye.
Bye.